So I finally cracked the code for the UK girl makeup. Let's get into it.
You know how pretty it is. Open your mouth, you whisper good to me. I'm built like you.
Welcome back, guys. So we're gonna get straight into it. Like I said, I cracked the code for the UK girl makeup, the absolutely flawless base. You don't have to be a pro to do this because I'm gonna give you guys all the steps that you need. You're gonna need brow gel to like glue your eyebrow hairs down, and go in with a concealer that is 2 to 3 shades lighter than your complexion to clean the bottom part of your brows. I'm using just one brush set to create this look, so I'm gonna link that brush set down below so you guys can go ahead and check it out and see if you want to purchase or not. So now I'm going in with some setting powder to set down the concealer under my brow so that it stays put. And the next step is I'm going in with a dark brown pencil to fill my eyebrows in. The reason why I do the brow gel step is to figure out which areas of my eyebrows are bald. I have microblading, so that's like hardly not the case. But if you do not have microblading, you need a brow gel so that you fill your eyebrows in well, so that you have your eyebrows looking fleeky. Personally, I like thick eyebrows. If you want the feathered eyebrows, you can go ahead and create strokes like how I'm doing at the front of my brows. If you want thick brows, you hold your eyebrow pencil the way I'm holding my eyebrow pencil now. I'm going in with a concealer that is my foundation shade, or that is close to my skin tone, so you don't end up seeing it above my brows. As you can see, you can hardly notice or see the concealer on top of my brow. And then I'm going to go in with the concealer brush to clean up the front part of my brows, just to blend it in. And as you can see, it looks pretty good. Make sure to blend every single thing that you do on your face. Now you just pick up your primer. Any primer you have that works for you, just pick it up and apply it onto your skin. Blend it into your skin and make sure it's properly blended in. You need a primer for this look so you have a flawless base. So get you a primer that works for your skin type. Next step you need to take is to color correct. If you're using a full coverage foundation, you can skip this step, but when I don't color correct, like the foundation kind of turns gray in those areas. Plus the color correction just gives my base, or takes my base to the next level. So you need a color corrector. I'm using this one from Huda. It's in the shade Papaya. This is the full filter color corrector. I believe it's quite new and I really love how it blends out. It doesn't bleed into my foundation, and it just, color corrects the areas that I need color correction at. The next step is to apply foundation. This is my absolute favorite foundation. It's from Nars. I'm in the shade Macao. Now I'm gonna spread out the foundation with my fingers, just to warm it up on my skin. And I'm gonna go in with my foundation brush and I'm gonna buff that into my skin. The next step is to go in with a sponge. You want to pick up any excess foundation on your skin just to make sure that everything is thoroughly blended into your skin. So definitely use a sponge if you want a flawless base. Now I'm going in with 2 concealers. My UK girlies like the bright under eye, so we're going to be doing that. So first off, I apply the concealer under my eyes. and I go ahead and apply it on my mustache area, my chin, the bridge of my nose, and the center of my forehead. Now I'm going in with the lighter concealer, and I'm going to put that at the innermost corner of my under eye. I usually just bring it up into my inner corners, and I just leave that to sit, and I go in with my cream bronzer. I'm using this one from Nars. This is the Nars Laguna bronzer, and I'm applying that on my forehead and temples, the hollows of my cheekbones, and my chin and jawline. I'm also going to apply that from the bottom part of my eyebrow, and I'm going to drag it down the sides of the bridge of my nose. Now I'm gonna go ahead and blend that cream bronzer into my skin. So I am dragging that into my hairline. When it comes to the cheekbone, I blend it upwards, and when it comes to the jawline and chin, I blend it upwards as well. Just soft tapping motions. Now I'm going ahead to blend out my concealer. I'm going to start off with my chin and my mustache area. I'll do the bridge of my nose and my forehead. The last part I'm going to blend in is under my eye area. As you can see, I'm doing soft tapping motions to keep the concealer where I want it to stay. I tend to use a brush before I use a sponge, just so I can blend out the product well enough before going in with a sponge to suck up any excess product. Now I'm going back into my brush, my bronzer brush, to blend out any harsh lines. As you can see, this is going to be a lot of back and forth. I'm also going in with my sponge to blend out and take off any excess product. And then I'm going back in with my bronzer onto my eyelids. This look doesn't require eyeshadow. You're literally using your concealer and bronzer to create an eyeshadow look. So you use the bronzer to blend out the edges and the outer points of your eyes or your eyelids. And then you want to blend out the nose contour as well, just to connect that to the eye makeup. And then you go ahead and drag the concealer from under your eyes onto your eyelids, as I have done now. So it's gonna create like a seamless eye look. I hope you guys are getting it, because this is the tea. I'm giving you guys the tea on the UK girl flawless makeup. Now all you want to do is to literally just blend out with your sponge, go back and forth with your brushes to make sure that you are blending any harsh lines. That's literally what I'm going to do. So I'm going to keep quiet now and let you guys watch me do the blending. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start setting. To make sure that I don't have any harsh lines or creases on my face, I go back in with a sponge to do one last sweep. And then here is the tea. You want to go in with a setting brush and your setting powder, and you're going to push that lightly under the eye area. You don't want creases under your eyes. You want it to look super flawless. So go in with a light layer of powder with a sponge and then push that lightly under your eye area. I'm also going to dust this powder at the corners of my nose and the eyelids just to set that concealer there so that it doesn't crease on me. As you can see, I'm showing you guys how I am literally just dusting the powder under my eye area. And for the next part, I'm going to use my powder puff to push the powder into everywhere else that I applied the lighter concealer to. Now the next step is to set your bronzer. I'm using my bronzer from Tilbury and the same brush that I applied the cream bronzer with. I'm literally just pushing the powder bronzer into where I applied the cream bronzer. To make sure everything is seamless, you need to make sure there are no harsh lines. So to set the bronzer, go in with your powder bronzer. And now I'm dragging the bronzer into my eye makeup and into my eyelids, and I'm literally setting the areas that I applied the bronzer to on my eyelids as well. So this is gonna serve as a really soft light eyeshadow look, and it just brings everything together. You guys are gonna see in just a sec. Now you're gonna go in with a powder that is your skin tone. I'm using my Fenty Beauty pressed powder. I'm using a powder brush to set everywhere else on my face, and I'm just lightly going over those areas on my forehead and around my mouth just to set that area down. This is super important. The next step is to use a very light pressed powder and push that under your eyes and onto your eyelids and your inner corners. This is gonna give you like a bright under eye, and it's also gonna give you like a very flawless base under your eyes. This is the tip, guys. Like literally, this is gonna give you like a 10 out of 10 base. You guys are gonna see in the end. I'm gonna bring you guys close so you guys see how flawless this is. So I'm using the powder puff and I'm just pushing the powder under my eyes. Now I'm just going in with my bronzer just to finish up the look. I'm gonna create a wing with my matte eyeshadow because I was gonna be applying my false eyelashes and I needed like a sort of base. So yeah, I'm just doing like a light wing and I'm gonna apply my eyelashes as well. Now I'm tightlining with a black eyeliner and I'm going in with my highlighter. I'm going to put that on the tip and the bridge of my nose, my brow bone area, and lightly in the inner corners of my eyes. And that's literally where I'm applying my highlighter. Now I'm going in with my blush. I'm going to put that in between my bronzer and light powder under my eyes just to blend that into my skin. And it just gives like a very seamless transition. Now I'm just literally finishing up the eye look. I'm I'm going in with my setting spray to set everything down and a fan to dry everything down. Now I'm gonna create my favorite lip combo at this point in time. This is my brown lip liner from Wet n Wild in the shade Simmered Down Brown. I'm gonna overline my lips lightly. I'm going in with the Velvet Liquid Lipstick from Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Pure Hollywood. And I'm gonna blend that into the lip liner. I'm gonna let that set down just a bit on my lips, and I'm going to apply my false eyelashes. And the last thing I'm gonna do is to go on with my Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fussy to tie the entire look together. Now I'm just doing some finishing touches to my lips. And this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you got some tips and tricks from this video. This is what this look looks like up close. I just wanted to show you guys how like my face looks. Like it's super flawless. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next one. Thank you so much. Bye guys.